Hello, welcome to scr1tno Knitting Project podcast. My name is Sharon and I'm coming to you from Surrey in the UK, where I live with my family, 3 cats and a dog. Today is Thursday the 22nd of July 2021 and this is the 100th episode. Cannot believe it. So I've got a bit of a giveaway to do later on. Welcome if you're a new viewer, welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for sticking with me. I have got a couple of my holiday vlogs up now. Hopefully by the time you see this there'll be a third one. If not, there is a third one lurking somewhere. I had technology trouble on holiday, which kind of was annoying because although obviously I do this just, I'm glad you lot enjoy this, don't get me wrong, there was not much point in doing this if you didn't. However, part of the holiday vlogs is kind of just like a journal for me to remember what happened while I was on holiday, and unfortunately it was stressing me out that I couldn't do them, and then I realised, well, actually not having technology while we're on holiday might be a nice release. And I think, as you might notice by the end of this podcast, there was an other side effect to the fact I couldn't go online every 5 minutes. But you'll see that as we carry on. Right, we're going to go into admin straight away. I'm going to go for the whole let's go through it and not edit again, because you lot don't mind and it's a lot less work for me. So, having said I wasn't going to edit... Oh dear, my camera fell off the tripod. Having a good day. So, what was I saying? We're going to go into admin and we're going to do the draw for the square a day cowl and the sock cowl, because we've got lots of cowls ending today. So the winner of the square a day cowl is going to win this lovely prize. So I had 15 entries on Ravelry and 1 on Insta. The first entry is my lovely friend Ali's, I believe. So I need it between 2 and 16. So apologies to everybody's Alexa that's about to go off. Alexa, pick a number between 2 and 16.
Here's a number between 2 and 16. It's 10.
Okay, number 10. Let's have a look. Number 10. Ah, it's Julie. Lulyboo 1410. It's Julie, it's you. So you're getting loads lovely minis. Fantastic. So LOIEBOO 1410 Julie. So Julie, message me. I think I've got your address, but just in case I haven't, could you send it anyway? And the next one is the sock cowl. So let's go into the sock one. GNFOs. We had 67. So again, the first one is Ali's. So that's between 2 and 67. And I had 4 on Instagram. So that's between 2 and 71. Here we go again. Right, so let's show you the prizes for this one. The first prize is this lovely one that was donated by the Perth Festival of Yarn. So this is Forest Alight Yak Sock by Yarn Unique. Oh, it's very pretty. Really looking forward to seeing how this knits up actually. Right, so this is the first prize. Alexa, choose a number between 2 and 71.
Here's a number between 2 and 71. It's 50.
Ooh, 50. That's a high one. Let's have a look. Hopefully I'm on that page actually. Maybe not. No, literally it's at the bottom of page 2 and I'm on page 3. Bear with me. And the winner is Crafty B63. Who are you, Crafty B63? No details at all. So if you could get in touch with me, that would be great. So number 50, Crafty B Oh no, sorry, 83, not 63. 83. Crafty Bee 83. You are the winner of this lovely sock set. If you could drop me a line, that would be fantastic. Either on Ravelry, Instagram, or if you email me at scr1tno@outlook.com. And the next winner is a do-it-yourself self-striping kit from Loan, which I think is really pretty. And it's going to go with this bag. And right, Alexa, choose a number between 2 and 71.
Here's a number between 2 and 71. It's 66.
Oh, wow. She's going for high ones today, isn't she? Of course, that's going to be on the next page. She's making me work for it today, isn't she? 66. Right at the bottom, isn't it? So whoever scraped in with a late entry there, it's going to be you. 65, 66. Kiki Lucy. So Kiki Lucy, who is Shelley from Canada, could you please get in touch with me? And you've won the lovely bag of minis. And so the idea is that's your main colour, and then you can stripe it with those ones. Really clever, those sock sets. Right, so Key Lucy. Okay, so if the winners can all get in touch with me, I will get your prizes off at some point. I can't guarantee when, but I will get them to you eventually. Right, so next exciting thing is, because it's my 100th episode, I am doing a giveaway. And I am giving away some of my own bits and pieces. No, that's from Loan. That is a donated one. That one's mine. So I am putting in a merino cashmere homespun house, which is a whimsy colourway, which means it's one of her one-of-a-kinds, and a little box of mini treasures. So that's my 100th episode giveaway, and all you have to do to win this is comment down below. I don't care what you comment, but I'm going to assume if you're commenting, you want to take part in the giveaway. Okay, so any comment you like, only once please, would be helpful. So any comment you like, and yeah, I will draw it in 2 weeks time, so not the next episode, but the episode after, just to give people a chance to watch. So yeah, if you comment down below, you will be in with a chance of winning the giveaway. Right, so that is it for admin. I am going to drink my coffee because I am definitely struggling with a frog today. It's quite early. It's only 8:30 because I want to try and get all this done before I start work. Right, so we're going to get into the knitting content, and for that I need to pause the camera because I need to go find it all. Right, so day one is socks, and I had a bit of an FO party while I was on holiday, which you will see in a minute. So I'm going to start with the ones I'm actually working on, because they're on the top, and I'm doing the flower crown socks, which is a pattern by Larkspur Knits, and they look like that. Now, I've modified them in 2 ways. Number one, I haven't done the crown part on the cuff, and I'm doing a longer, I'm doing them as ankle socks rather than trainer socks, but that's just because I frogged my 3 ship socks so that I could do this as a pattern. So that's what I'm doing. They're the flower crown socks, and I will show you on here. So that's hanging out in my Sherry Iris embroidered bag, which I adore, and because I had already done all of this 1x1 twisted rib, I only took it back to there, so I decided that I would leave that for this pair. I'm going to do a cuff and then go into the heel. And then if I make another pair, I'll do the proper cast on with it, because it looks like it's going to be quite cute. But that's the little pattern. I don't know whether you can see that very well, if I'm honest. And I love this. I love the yarn and I love the pattern, and it's quite intuitive once you get going. I have got stitch markers just to keep me honest to start with. And as you can see, I'm still on the wiggly bit of yarn, so I'm still haven't quite knit back up to where I was before I frogged it, but that's the colourway. I always wanted these to be lacy socks, and I finally found, believe it or not, my box of socks, which were in a drawer upstairs, which I completely forgot that I put them in there when we were changing the pink room and the black room and doing the decorating and everything. I threw them in there, so I found them anyway, which is good. When I threw them in there, I didn't realise that's what they were, I have to say. I happened to open the box the other day. I was like, oh, well, that's where the socks went. So that's the Three Ships colourway. Now that's a colourway from Kelly of Les Family Yarn. And it's part of her Squirrel Village collection. There is a little mini that I've got to go with it, which is this colour here. This is what I'd frogged from the heel. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use that for the heel. But they're really pretty, and I'm really looking forward to knitting on them now that I've kind of taken the pressure off myself with the vast amounts of socks I had on the needles. So that's that one. Coffee. I need coffee. Let's have a quick slurp of the coffee. Right, so let's start with the finished objects. Number one, I finally finished my Giddy Yarns Robin Redbreast self-striping, which I think Helen was April's dyer. So I've missed May, I've missed June, and I'm definitely going to miss July. So I don't know whether to dive straight in with August or whether to try and go back and catch up. But for the moment, I'm undecided. So I used a mini from Lone, who's a Lonely Stock Lady, for the heels and toes. And there are two of them. This is just a plain vanilla 2x2 rib. Didn't do a twisted rib, just did a 2x2 rib. And they have taken me forever. But happily they are now off the needles. So that's my first sock whip, finished object. My second one is these lovely shorties, which are from the West Green Loft Yarns mini club for April, and have been yelling at me to make shorty socks out of them forever. So these have got a 1x1 twisted rib. They have got little squidgy garter stitch heel turns, and I've done, I think it's 9 rows of each colour. And yes, I did sew in all my ends because I prefer to. So there are two of them, and I love these, absolutely love these. Can't wait to pop them on my feet. So that's that one. Then I've run out of sock blockers for these ones, so these are just going to get, I'm just going to hold up. These are my Giddy Yarns jelly rolls I did with her spring mini set, which I absolutely adore. I think this is so pretty, so much fun. Again, I can't wait to start wearing these. So that's sock 1, that's sock 2. I have got 2 of them. Now Helen has a FO thread in her Ravelry group if you use her yarn, or her Mighty Networks group. Oh, okay. Or her or you can do it on Instagram, so you can enter a Cowl if you've used her yarn. So I'm going to try and put both of these pairs of socks that I have finished into the Ravelry group. But yeah, love those. Right, then before I went away, I managed to finish my July Rainbow Chronicle socks. So this is a set from Les Family Yarn, and is part of their Rainbow Sock Chronicle Cowl. They're really cute. Very blue. I really like these. Looking forward to having this box of socks come January as well. Let's try not to lose this one, huh? So I managed to get those finished before we went away. Just literally, I think I was doing it the night before. And then last but not least, finally, I finished my Liberty Lace socks. And I love these. These are so pretty. I love the little detail that you have on the back. It's on both sides, on the back. And then you've got this beautiful pattern down the leg too. So this is the Liberty Lace sock pattern by Becky Norman, who has the Bex Creates podcast on YouTube. Yeah, and I love these socks. They are so pretty. And The yarn is Bumbling yarn in her Victoriana colourway. And the mini, I don't know who the mini is. The mini was just one I grabbed from my stash. But there are two. I have two of them. So that's the end of my day one socks, and as you can see, I had a bit of a finished object party. I did also knit a couple, there we are. I was say a couple of baby socks, but I don't know where they've gone. Here we go. These are not blocked. So this is the pull rings. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. Hold on. If I can get to my mouse, I will look them up. Close. Baby Life Ring socks. There we go. They're the Baby Life Ring socks by Cat Bawdy. Now, I've never done a toe-up sock, just because I tend to stick with what I know. And yeah, but these were toe-up. So I thought, well, why not? If they're only baby socks, how wrong can you go? So I had a go at doing some toe-up socks. And yeah, this is a little pair of baby socks, which I really enjoyed. Now they've got these little rings so they kind of squish down. Yeah, really like them. And this is some yarn from, I can't remember. I don't think I've got the mini. I can't remember what it is. It was a mini set I had got, and I can't remember who it's from, who it was by. But yeah, it's just. And that a 120 gram mini did not make the two socks. The top of that sock is a slightly different colour to that one, but luckily it was a rainbow fade, so it's so close you don't really notice it. And the baby's not going to know. So yes, so I did those as well. So that was the end of my day one, which is socks. Day two, okay, my sock pile's collapsing. Should we move those? It's brilliant, isn't it? If only every week could be that good. Oh dear. Right, let's pop you on the floor. Okay, so day two is my accessories day, and I am still working on the Kalani scarf, which is a pattern by Amy Loudon. And I do not have a picture. Oh, yes I do. That's the picture of it. So that's the scarf. You knit fingering weight with mohair held double. I am using the Advent I got from Dandelion and Dogwood, which is Amy and her sister's yarn dyeing company, for Christmas in 2020, and I'm using Rowan Kid Silk Haze as my mohair. However, I have run out of that, and then I was outside and realised that this is not the same colour as that, so I've ordered some more of that. I was just going to use that, and I was like, oh, that's not the same colour, let's not do that. So that's the Rowan Kid Silk, and then this is the scarf. That's the mini. It's such a pretty mini. This is the mini I'm currently using. Isn't that lovely? And ooh, that way round. Which way's the right? So I was there when you last saw this, and I'm now going into. So I did all of that last of that mini and started adding in the knee mini. I'm really not so happy about that giant yellow section, but I am not frogging it, so that was just a bit of a shame. I should have listened to my instincts there and just swapped it with the next mini. But it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And the pattern is far more intuitive now, so it is going a lot quicker. But I do love how it's looking. I guess you can see the difference in those two yellow minis from a distance. And once it's wrapped around my neck, you're not really going to notice it at all, are you, to be honest? But that section's coming in, it's really pretty. Such a pretty section. So yes, oh, that's hanging out in my lovely birthday present from Stitched by Mrs. D, who is Paula. And oh, which is one of her lovely buckets, which is so good. So there, that's my day 2 accessories. I didn't do a huge, I didn't work on that while I was on holiday at all. I'm not sure why, other than I was having a real push to get everything finished and was enjoying working on socks, which often happens to me while I'm on holiday anyway. But I have done quite a bit on that since I got back. So that's my day 2 accessories. So day 3 is my EDT, and that's another thing I didn't work on while I was away, but I have worked on since I got back, and it's currently living in my the basket room basket, because I had it outside yesterday. So I've made some good progress on this, and I'm not sure where I was when you last saw it. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So this is the EDT by Isabel Kramer, but I've done a lot of modifications to it. I have made longer sleeves and put some lace on the end. So that's on both sides. And I've also done I'm down to where I'm split for the hem now. So that's the front. So let's show you on the back. I've split off the hem. So I've done a split hem. It's got a short row shaped hem on the actual EDT, and I'm adding the lace on the bottom of my hem too. So I've split it and I've put some lace on it. So on the corner of the lace I have just done a little garter stitch border, and as you can see, last night I cast off the lace on the back. So now I need to rejoin my stitches on the front and do the lace pattern on the front. So I'm doing the lace pattern from this book actually, which is a sock knitting masterclass book by Anne Budd. But it's got a pattern in here. I really like the lace design. Which is this design at the cuff on the top there. So I've used that for the hem of my ED, but socks are knitting around, and I am currently doing the split flat. So I had to reverse a few of the instructions to get it to go right, but it was fine. I did it, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Really pleased. And this yarn is by a Lay Family yarn, my lovely friend Kelly, whose yarn I've been hoarding for far too long, so I'm trying to knit up now. This is the first garment I've made in her yarn, and at the moment I'm on Mango Sunset. It's either sunset or sunrise, I can never remember. Which is this really pretty peach colour. The top was Daddy's Girl. The middle, which also sparkles, is a Cornish Way, and then it goes into Mango. So it's kind of a fade, but it's not a very noticeable one. It's more noticeable on camera than it is in real life, to be honest. You can't really see how much it's faded in real life. It's not so much it's faded as some of the colours just disappear. Like there's actually flecks of blue in Daddy's Girl, which is not repeated at all throughout the rest of the colours. But there's so many colours that are repeated that you just really don't notice. I'm looking forward to this getting done, although of course we've got major temperatures here at the moment, so I wouldn't be wearing it anyway. But yeah, so that's my day 3 at the moment, is fingering weight garment day, and is my EDT. And yeah, now I've done one side of that, I just want to get the other side done so it's finished. So that's day 3. Day 4 is a baby items, and I was knitting a baby flax light, and I finished it. Again, this was another holiday FO. New technique for me, I used DPNs on the sleeves, didn't get ladders, which I'm really pleased about. Gosh, it smells amazing. And yeah, it's a little baby sweater. I did the 0 to 6 months, so eventually he will grow into it. We have a little grandbaby due in September. And yeah, so that's my first one. The yarn is actually dyed by me. That's a me dyed yarn. It was called Explosion in Green, and it's Flax Light by Tin Can Knits, and I'm probably going to knit another one very quickly. That's probably going to be my next cast on. So next week you can see a shed load of new cast ons. It's so cute. So I went really wrong on the sleeves. I think remember me telling you on the garter stitch bit at the top, it ended up as a reverse stocking stitch because I've kept forgetting to change. And then towards the bottom, I forgot to change back. So it's got really close together ridges, sort of normal space ridges, and then really close, far apart ridges. And I've managed to mirror it on the other sleeve. So at least they match. It's nothing like, you know, going wrong and then matching it on the other side. But yeah, I love it. I really love it. It's a lovely little pattern. And the next one I do are not going to have the garter ridges. I can see why people don't do the garter ridges, if I'm honest. So that's day 4, baby items day. Day 5 is also a Tin Cans Knits pattern, and it's the Love Note. Now, ta-da! Another finished object. I have finished my Love Note. Now this is a DK weight sweater, and it is currently 27 degrees. I'm not putting it on to model it. At some point when I wear this, I will do a model video and I will show you later on in the year, but I have finished it. The yarn is by Bumbling Yarns, which is my lovely friend Laura, who is the Lonely Knitter. And yeah, I love it. It's really nice. It does fit well. The neck isn't too bad. It is a bit higher than I would like, but I'm figuring come winter I probably won't complain about that. And yeah, the sleeves end about there on me, which I also like. And it's designed to go over a strappy dress, which is what I'll wear it with. And although I intended to crop it a bit more than it actually is, it blocked out. It blocked out quite a bit, if I'm honest. So I've done a DK weight rather than fingering weight and mohair held double. My gauge was slightly off, so mine has come out slightly bigger, hence why it's probably slightly longer than I was anticipating. But yeah, I love how the yarns worked. Really pretty. Laura kindly dyed the yarn up for me when she was learning, well, not learning to dye, but when she was first dyeing. She offered to dye myself and a friend a sweater's quantity, which was really kind of her. And yeah, this I am lucky enough to be going to the Lay Family Yarn retreat on the 5th of December. Or no, it's not the 5th of December, it's that weekend anyway. And we've all decided we're knitting Love Notes. We're staying together in a Airbnb. There's a little group of us, and we're all decided we're going to wear Love Notes. So this is my Love Note, which I find, I mean, you know, I've actually got something done in time, which is not like me at all. But yeah, I love it. Love the fact I finished it. Looking forward to wearing it. Sorry I'm not modelling it today, but it's roasting in here because I haven't got any of the windows open because, you know, ambient noise. I mean, it's bad enough with the windows shut, and I'm just beginning to melt. So I will do a on me video, but just not at the moment, not in these temperatures. Right, so day 6 is blanket day. I perhaps didn't do as much on my blankets as I kind of thought I would, but this is my jelly roll blanket. So the jelly roll blanket is a blanket by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. It's a really pretty pattern, and I'm using the mini sets that I'm kindly gifted by Laura, who is the Lonely Knitter and Bumbling Yarns, of her monthly scrappy minis, and I've done almost 2 ridges. So that's, I'll show you that side. And then I've got literally just got that little bit to do at the top of this, and then I'll be on there, and that's how it's joined on that side. So I'm really pleased. They're not matching up. I'm not being pedantic about it. I'm just getting on with it, if I'm honest. and I'm loving working with it. As I said, just didn't do as much as I thought I would. I was where those teeth are, because this is the Buffy set that I'm using at the moment. So I've done Doctor Who and this is Buffy. I was where they were, and yeah, just didn't do that much. I thought this would be the one thing I worked on constantly, but it wasn't. It was socks, which shouldn't be a surprise because it always is when I go away, and I perhaps should remember that. So that's that one. But bonus blanket, I've also been working on my Cosy Memory blanket, and that's living in my So Me bag, So Me bucket, which I love. And oh, I've dropped my mini. I must be through, yes I am. I'm going through a square as we speak. So because I've got so many things I finished, I've got an awful lot of yarn in here that needs to go in here. So I have been working on this, and I have done those three. So that's obviously the baby jumper. That, do you remember I did my Sherry Iris summer shorty socks, which I finished before we went on holiday. So that's this. These are all the minis from that. Actually that one and that one is, that one's not, that's from my Maytham shawl. That's Toad Hollow and from my Maytham shawl. That's my Sherry Iris, and I'm just doing my next Sherry Iris here. So this is growing already. I'm really enjoying working on it, which in this weather, because it's actually still quite small, it's quite kind of nice to have on your lap. It's not too hot, which is lovely. And yeah, I've got lots of yarn in there that needs to go in here, and then once that's done I can concentrate back on my other blankets, because I want to get that up to date. I don't want to fall too far behind on it. So that's my Cosy Memory blanket. More coffee. I didn't take my square a day away with me because I figured I wouldn't do it, and I probably was right, but I have got on with it since I got back, and I'm on a new that way around. Oh, I'm on a new strip, so that's my new one. Now have I got, yes I have, this is Holly Press Fibres in her Iced Christmas mini set. So that's the three I haven't used. So the next two I'm going to use will be that one, and either that one or that one, but I'm not sure which. I think they might be a bit too close together, but then they might look quite nice. I don't know. So they're the other two. And yeah, I'm enjoying coming back to this again. So I do 5 rounds of granny clusters, and I swap round each time I finish a round. So when I finish a round, I turn it round and then go the other way. So you get very square squares that way. And because I'm so far in front of my square a day for my Christmas blanket, I felt I could possibly get away with not doing this while I was away. However, I haven't done this morning's one either, so I probably should get on with that when I'm editing. And that's hanging out in my lovely Craft House Magic bag. So that's it for the knitting content. I have some sewing content, but I don't know where my sewing basket's gone. Hello sewing, oh you're there. I have got some sewing content. Right, I'm not sure whether I've shown you this, but it's got my little pin cushion in that my lovely friend Sherry made me for my birthday, which I love so much. So I am making a double layer hexagon quilt for our bed for the summer. I think it's probably going to take me a few years, if I'm honest, but I have made a start. I can't find the actual sewing, which is funny. So last night I basted a load of the hexies. Oh, that is the, there we go, found it. So yeah, last night I basted a load of the hexies together. And what I'm doing is I'm sewing them in a strip. Oh, and when I've got the strip long enough for the length of my bed that I want it, then I'll start building on it, but I want to go lengthways first so I know how many I've got to go across. So I'm picking up one from my pile and then I'm looking at either end and going, oh, which end shall I put that? So that one will probably would go that end because I've got a yellow one quite close there, although I did manage to put two reds together there. And what I'm doing is I'm not going to back this like a normal quilt. What I've done is I've got smaller hexes, which you can see on these two, so these are just normal ones. I've got smaller hexes and I've sewn them on the back so that it's just literally a single, like a double layer of cotton. I just think it'll be enough in the summer just to have over you. However, I've got to be really careful with my sewing because that one's already coming apart. I wonder why it's done that. Was my knot not good enough? That's annoying. So I need to make sure my sewing's a bit better than it is. Any tips, please leave comments down below as long as you want to enter the giveaway. But yeah, and I just thought, well, that way I can, it'll just be a really, really thin quilt. That one's all coming apart too. Oh, it's not, it's not actually coming apart. I just haven't gone to the end. Oops. Yeah, mental note, need to be better sewing. I'm sure by the end of this I'll be an expert, but you know. So that's what I've been working on. I'm trying to join on a couple a day. Otherwise I think this will outlast me. I think it'll be such a big project, it will take forever. But yeah, they're the little ones that I'm putting on the back. I've got a lot of these basted now, I just need to add them on, but I will need more of the large ones, and therein lies a problem because I'm not very good at cutting them out. I may have to get a Sizzix machine. Unless you can do it on a Cricut. Can you do it on a Cricut? If you can do it on a Cricut, can you let me know? Because yeah, we have a Cricut in the house, so I could do it on that, but so yeah, that's living in there and goes out to the garden with me. Right, I think that's it for making content. So next up is a special 100th episode edition. I have got a little guest spot which my lovely friend Laura recorded with me when I was in Norfolk and she came up to visit us at the tent. So that's coming up next. Hello.
I can't really see myself.
That's
probably a good thing.
There's a good chance it's on the wonk. Oh.
No, it's really on the wonk.
Come here. Let's just put you a bit closer. Yeah, it's my camera doesn't attach to the tripod. There we go. That'll do, won't it?
We're both in it.
So here I am in Holt in Norfolk, which actually this campsite was recommended by the lovely Laura, and it has been wonderful. It's busy, although it's not as busy now as it was because it's Sunday and a lot of people went at lunchtime, so we were expecting a lot of people to arrive this afternoon, but in actual fact, if you're in the UK, it is the European Cup final tonight. Which we are in, so I'm thinking that quite a few people have probably decided they're going to stay home. It's going to be interesting here because at 7 o'clock this morning I was having a shower and it's backs onto the male shower block and there was a full rendition of 3 Lions being sung at 7 o'clock this morning. So it's going to be quite interesting I think tonight, but it'll be what it'll be. So I've just finished my Liberty Lace socks, which I'm going to show you quickly. And then Laura is doing her jumper, so...
Yeah, this is not a good idea to like carry on trying to knit colour work.
So I've just finished these. So my idea for my holiday is to try and get as many of my whips finished as possible. I did just say to Laura though, what do I do if I run out of yarn, if I run out of projects?
She's up to my house.
So just gonna go. She doesn't live that far away.
I'm about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and 20 minutes. Sorry.
So if needs be, I shall be going and buying yarn. Actually, talking of buying yarn, this is not yarn, but this is something new that Laura's doing. She's going to shower me.
Off camera so I don't show myself spitting all over.
Oh dear, look at these. These are amazing. So Laura's doing stickers.
Quite a lot of them have gone now actually.
And look how they come. It's so cute.
There's a few of them left, there's not many.
Are you going to get them in again?
Maybe. I'm just looking at different ones.
Because these are just amazing. I love them. So I ordered them and then asked her to hold on to them for me because I knew we were going to meet up. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. So that's my purchase. And then also she very kindly bought me my minis as well, but I'm not going to show you those because I know a lot of people haven't got those yet.
Most people haven't got them yet.
I'm going to say there's spoilers and that is ridiculous. So, what are you making?
I don't even know anymore because it's been so long since I've turned the page on this pattern. So I have the, I'll just show you the book. I have the Strands of Joy by Johanna?
Yeah, Johanna.
Yeah. Strands of Joy book which I bought from Georgie, Fibre Fox Georgie. And I am knitting the Sprout cardigan. See that? I don't know because I can't see myself. The Sprout jumper. It's a jumper.
It is a jumper, it's not a cardigan. Look, unless you're
What am I on
steeking.
No, I'm not steeking.
Have you ever steeked?
Yes.
Was it successful?
Yes. I did put in lifelines. I did.
Oh,
So-
did you steek your
And I steeked that throw. It's Andrew Mowry pattern, isn't it?
Don't know.
The one I wore to unravel.
Yeah,
when
that's
we
what
went together, and I was really hot.
The one where
it was a bit itchy.
your mum and dad bought you
They
the
bought me
yarn.
the Lopi yarn, and it
That's
was really scratchy. Yes.
And then it had a bit of an accident.
And then it got shrunk and turned into a. It was not my fault; it was my husband's fault. It turned into a tiny bulletproof vest. Yeah. So I am here.
So pretty.
I'm on the bottom colour work. The needles aren't very long.
I love this colour.
And this is my own yarn, and it doesn't even have a name. I just dyed it as a test and liked it. And I haven't alternated skeins either.
Oh right, it looks like you probably have.
Yeah, it just came out like that. It didn't.
That's cool.
But I finished this colour work months ago, and then stopped knitting it because I am a squirrel. That's what I do. And now I have decided to try and be a little bit monogamous and actually finish some projects. So I finished the sweater this week. And now I am hoping to finish this one next.
Right, two things. Number one, we are recording in a campsite, so there is ambient noise. Number two, if you have children in the room, you might want to make sure they don't read the stitch markers on Laura's project.
Yeah, we're quite far away. But I don't know if they'll see that.
Just in case.
I have
bit of a
multiple
warning.
rude stitch markers on this project. I'll keep it down here now. I'm done showing it. It's fine. We're safe.
So I'm about to work, this is a surprise to me, on my baby flax.
I do like that colour. Who did that? Is that your hand dyed?
This is me on your kit.
Oh, but it is good.
So it's your yarn
You've got good coverage.
and it's that flipping blue.
I mean, it's that blue.
This is the
Blue's a little
explosion
bit.
in green.
Colourcraft blue dye is blue.
And yeah, and then I overdyed it with yellow. Well, not overdyed it, but added yellow,
Yeah.
and it went green because that's what blue and yellow does. So yeah, so this is my baby flax.
That stitch marker. One that's
My
dangling
stitch
at the bottom.
marker.
That one. Both of those. Look at that.
Oh, they are a birthday
so sweet.
present from my daughter, and that was So Sweet Violet.
I knew they were so sweet. Violet. They're so pretty.
They are Shifursky crystals,
They are lovely.
and yeah, Katie bought them for me for my birthday because she's a good daughter. And when I start pinning stuff on our WhatsApp group, going, I like this in March, she starts buying stuff for either Mother's Day or my birthday because she's clever. So I'm trying something new to me. I used to use DPNs years ago to try and knit socks, and that's the reason I now knit 2 circulars because it was hopeless. But this is such a tiny sleeve. I hadn't got the 2 circulars, 2 4mm circulars, because they are in my EDT at the moment. I didn't want to take them out, so I am using 4mm DPNs, and these are just Knit Pro ones. I have a set. Can you hold that for a sec for me? Thank you. I'm liking this having an assistant.
So cute.
Partner, not an assistant.
An assistant.
So yeah, I've got this DPN set, which is kind of cool. So I could knit socks because they are 2.5mm. I'm not going to because I ladder when I have DPNs, but I don't think that's laddering, if I'm honest.
No, it's not. I don't get ladders with DPNs, and I don't get ladders with magic loop.
Yeah, I do.
And so many people do, and I'm like, I wonder if it's my tension, or if I give a little extra tug as I start each needle.
So yeah, so that's the rest of the project for today. So I finished my Liberty lace socks this morning, and now I'm gonna do my...
So pretty, they're so pretty.
I'm gonna hopefully finish this little jumper today. I just go round and round and round doing that. So this is a little bit of an extra for you all because it's my 100th episode, and there will have already been an apology for the fact that it's not coming out on the date it's supposed to, or doing anything that I said I was going to do in my last podcast, because that's me, and you should know that by now. I'm also trying to persuade Laura that she needs to podcast sometime soon too.
Yes, I do. We've been talking about guilt, because I get mum guilt if I am not around my kids so much, and if I have outstanding orders I just can't get myself to podcast because I'm like, no, everything needs to be 100% up to date, but that doesn't often happen because I don't have a lot of time to work. But Sharon has convinced me that I need to make time.
You do, because you enjoy it, and
I do. It's fun. I do it for fun,
and people enjoy seeing you, and especially now with all you've been through.
It's been a bit of a while.
Yeah,
been a bit of a couple of months.
Because I mean, the last time I saw you, we were at Unravel, and you were walking on cloud 9 because you'd had such a great time at your show.
And then everything went to pot.
It did.
Oh, God.
Then June happened.
And I'd like to erase it from my memory.
And you know, I mean, you had a far worse June than I did, but I didn't have a great June either with work.
It's been
so
all round.
Yeah, it's not been a great June. Not had great weather. However, the weather at the moment is really nice here. So if I'm squinting, I apologise. We can't see you either. So if we're not in the middle of the camera,
it is clouding over, but it's still hot and bright. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
I mean, Ian's been gone quite a long time now as well.
He has, hasn't he? I'm sure he's fine.
Hubby's out on his bike, so hopefully he hasn't got lost.
Having a good time, not getting rained on.
And also, I have no synchronal here, so if he has got a problem, he can't get in touch with me anyway. So not much I can do about it. But anyway, thank you for doing a little bit on my 100th episode. So I hope you enjoyed that. Right. So talking of Laura, when she came to see me, she bought me a few bits and pieces. Now I'd ordered, she had some stickers on her site. I don't know whether she still has got them, but I'd ordered some stickers, so she very kindly hand delivered them, which was nice of her. They're so pretty, these stickers. Ooh. And I wanted to use them for my journal, so you got loads of them as well. So that was that one. So we're going into Happy Mail, just in case you hadn't guessed. So if you've not had your Bumbling Yarns Scrappy Club, which is Outlander Look Away, but that is, oh, that's gonna be a problem. There we go. Maybe there. Stopped. There we go. That's the colours. As I said, it's Outlander inspired, and that will be going into my jelly roll blanket eventually. Note to self, try and remember to open these things before you go on camera. This is the Woolly Goodness Scrappy Club for July. So again, if you've not had yours, look away. So that was the inspiration photo. And then beautiful little stitch marker. I really like that. That's cute. And these are going into a habitation throw. And then these are the really pretty minis. So lovely. They're going to look beautiful in my throw. So that's that one. do love really goodness. And then I also got my Giddy Yarns monthly club, which was for June. Now I'm not sure whether I've shown you this or not, but just in case I haven't, I'm going to show it now. That's the June one. Oh, love those colours. Good old blues. So pretty. I'm assuming everybody's got theirs by now, to be fair. Right, then, while I was away, my lovely friend Kelly had an update and very kindly sent me my bits that I wanted. So this is the July, well actually it's September I think, minis, which are kind of violets. So this is the Rainbow Chronicles mini club, and as I said, I think we're on September now. Really pretty. And then also this is her Squiddle Village mini skeins, and I love those two colours together. I want a sock set with that as the main colour and that as the mini. It's so pretty. Yeah, so this is the Squiddle Village mini sets. These are so lovely. So pretty. Oh, love them. So that's my Lay Family Yarn order. And then also, while I was away, my Sherry Iris bits and pieces turned up, and then also I had one yesterday, so I don't know what order these came in, but I think Meadow Walk came before I left, but I hadn't shown them on the podcast. So that's these ones. So pretty. So you've got this, I mean they're different colours on both ends, so you really do need to see kind of both of them with this one. So this is Meadow Walk. They're lovely. And then I've got Honeysuckle, which is my favourite flower in my garden, although my honeysuckle's not looking very well. I'm hoping we haven't lost it. Yeah, they're really pretty. So pretty. And then this is lupins. I haven't got any lupins in my garden. I'd like some lupins. So it's all pretty. I've got to start using my Sherry Iris yarn as well as my Lay Family yarn. Okay, so I've also got some artwork with one of them. I'm guessing that's a foxglove. Is it not? Hold on. Where did you come from? That is with a sock set, which I'm assuming I've already shown you because I haven't got it there. Oh no, okay, there is a story behind this. This is the foxglove, which is the July, I think, or June sock set. This has already been caked up. I have got it in a bag ready to be part of my next EDT. I figured if I'd finished my ED on holiday, then I could start my Sherry Iris ED that I wanted to do. So the sock set to that is actually in that, so you'll have to wait until I start knitting that to see that one. So teaser there for that one. So that's been my happy mail while I've been away. It's been a really nice time away. I hope you've enjoyed the little vlogs. Sorry they're music heavy, but yeah, I just didn't say an awful lot to the camera apparently. Bad vlogger. Our next, the only next thing we've got planned for this summer is in August. We've got a balloon meet in Northampton, but we're not sure if we're going, we're not sure if we've got crew, and we're not sure if we're camping. So there's a lot of we're not sure what's going on with that. So otherwise it's just going to be a few nice days during the summer. I might take another few days off and have another holiday, because I have a lot of leave that I need to take at some point. Yeah, but for the moment we're at home. This weekend, so we seem to have gone into news from the knitting project. This weekend is Megan's 21st birthday, which is exciting. We have a few people coming over, not that many, but we have got a few, and it's going to rain. So after weeks of lovely weather here, it's going to rain. So I think tomorrow, instead of our Friday adventure is going to be putting up marquees on the lawn. So we can get them up before the rain comes down. It's just like, for goodness sake, could you not have just held out for her birthday? So yeah, it's going to be, the weekend will be her 21st, and then hopefully next week will be a bit quieter because I need to tidy up this room. This room looks like a bomb has dropped. I cannot move. It's all my own fault for not putting stuff away the minute I finished with it, and I've been so good about doing that. So I've been absolutely brilliant about just making sure I put stuff away and it's all in its right place. So I really don't know what's happened and why I have been so bad, other than I know I had those 3 really difficult weeks for work, and I'm guessing that's what it was. But hey, never mind. So I'm going to have a tidy up in here. Congrats to my winners, and let me know you've seen this so I can send out your prizes. And as I said, if you'd like to take a part in the 100th birthday episode, 100th anniversary episode, whatever you'd like to call it, I'm losing the ability to speak now, please do comment below. If you comment, I'll assume that you would like to be included. As I said, no special comments to make, just comment only once though, please. It's so lovely to be back. I'm sorry for the gaps. As I said, I was slightly annoyed on holiday. I couldn't get anything uploaded, etc. because, you know, actually doing this is a hobby for me. I enjoy filming. I enjoy recording. I enjoy editing to a certain degree. And I enjoy the interaction with you lot. But obviously, it had, as I said, it had an interesting side effect. It was the fact that I couldn't go on social media either. I mean, it wasn't just I couldn't do this. I couldn't do anything. FaceTiming the girls was a mission. We could only, there was one spot we went to in a town where if you parked, you could get really quite good signal. So we would try and go there like every other day, and I would FaceTime the girls, and it was quite amusing because each time it was poor Charlie that got it because the other 2 weren't around. So Charlie got to see far more of her mum, I think, than she ever really wanted to. But yeah, so it wasn't just that I couldn't get on to do this. I couldn't get on social media, period. So yeah, it just goes to show what you can do if you don't spend your entire life on your phone. Bit of a lesson learnt there, I think. But yeah. Highlight for the holiday for me was going to see the seals, which you should have had some footage of the vlog. If not, it's in the next vlog that's coming out. I loved that. That was definitely a highlight. I loved the boat trip because I love being on water, and yeah, that was really good. Definitely a highlight. Right, I am going to go because I need to tidy this room up so I can actually work today, and I want to get this edited, and I want to get the vlog edited so that we can get them, I can get it all out, and then we're full on to prep mode for Meg's birthday weekend. Her birthday is actually Monday. She was born on the 26th. So yeah, she's her birthday is Monday. I can't believe my youngest is 21. It's just like, where did that time go? Where did the time go? Wow. It just is just crazy, absolutely crazy. But anyway, enough of reminiscing. I am going to love you and leave you. There is sadly not a vlog at the end of this one because all the vlogs have gone on it out separately. So this really is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, and all things being equal, I will see you next week.